The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Aaron Sifos out now to punt on 4th down. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the... He's got a man! Complete! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And a round is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Wright's got it. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's got room at the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 26. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Prescott taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From just shy of midfield, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They start.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Prescott now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Prescott. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Prescott on 1st down. Out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Cowboys 41. Packers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trying to bust bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Prescott off play action. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's got a man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.